What's up guys and dolls, my name's LeakyTapsMan aka Mr. My PlayStation is a potato. If you have no idea what that means then look at my other video because it makes no sense on its own. Okay, got my 6th this week in gaming, I believe. 6, yes. Okay, let's get cracking with the knacking. The first one I am really quite interested in. There's been a new PS3 exclusive announced called The Last of Us. It's very thin on the ground in terms of details, but there's been a trailer, a teaser trailer, in fact a couple of them, and a couple of screenshots. It looks post-apocalyptic, but other than that there's not a great deal to decipher. It's a PlayStation 3 exclusive. The screenshot they showed, which is apparently in-game graphics, looks absolutely incredible. If you can find it online then do so. The game itself looks quite interesting. The trailer used real footage of like disasters and crises. I believe that's the multiple of crisis. Anyway, it looks quite interesting and I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it and see how it progresses because it looks quite good. Okay, Epic Games are set to reveal a new game described as a fresh and new experience. Don't know quite what that entails, but I'm sure it'll be something to keep an eye on because Epic Games usually produce quite good stuff. So that's set to be revealed on the 10th of December, which is actually today as I'm recording this. So at the VGA Awards. So I'll probably go into a bit more detail in next week's This Week in Gaming. Also, there's been a sequel to Dead Rising teased. It's reportedly set in Los Perdidos, I don't know, in California. This hasn't actually been properly announced, but Capcom are kind of giving enough away to suggest that it's pretty much set in stone. I don't know if this is Dead Rising 3 or like a spin-off, kind of what they did with Off the Record, but I assume it will be Dead Rising 3. So any Dead Rising fans, great news for you. Okay, Ubisoft Quebec. These are the guys that have worked on Assassin's Creed and they also helped out with Prince of Persia. These guys are working on what they describe as a AAA MMO. AAA means very good, MMO means massively multiplayer online game. The job listing that they gave, which is what gave away the whole game, it's looking for Wii U developers, so online sites reckon that the game itself is going to be for the Wii U. I think this one could be quite a cool rumour, or it could turn out to be quite a cool rumour, seeing as I'm interested in the Wii U. I think it's an awesome concept, and an MMO game for it I'm sure would be quite a cool game to launch the console with. It might not be, for all I know it could be for the 360 or maybe even like the PS4 or 720. And now I've got some bad news. I never like to say this, but a developer's gone under and it's quite a cool one. GSC World, these are the guys that did the Stalker series. If you haven't played Stalker, it's like a first-person shooter, but a role-playing first-person shooter, if that makes sense, set in Chernobyl in the Ukraine. So GSC World, they're actually Ukrainian developers, and apparently they've gone under because they have exhausted their budget and some certain deals didn't go through that were meant to. So now the status for Stalker 2 is up in the air because that was in development, so it's anyone's guess whether that's coming to fruition or not. I really hope it does because I played Stalker on the PC and I absolutely loved it, and I'm not usually a big fan of PC games, so let's hope that they can find a publisher for the Stalker 2. The Battlefield 3 download content is out, the Back to Karkand. It's out for PS3 at the moment. I don't believe it's out for 360 yet. There's been a couple of hitches where you can only join through quick match menus instead of the server browser. Not that that's a major issue, but an issue nonetheless. It seems no one can release anything anymore when it just works. As soon as you get it, they'll just release it and then give you a week to get peed off with it, and then they'll fix it, just because they're nice like that. And we'll end this on a bit of a weird one. Shigeru, I don't know his first name, I should have written it down, but Miyamoto anyway, the dude that basically made gaming the force that it is today. He's the creator of Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, basically every awesome Nintendo franchise. There was a lot of rumours circulating that he was going to retire, but then Nintendo came out and said that he wasn't going to retire, and then people are kind of saying again that he is going to retire, and who knows. I really hope that it's not true because the guy's an absolute legend, and everything he touches turns to gold pretty much. So him retiring cannot be good news for anyone associated with video games, I think. So let's hope that he isn't retiring and that he continues to make amazing games. So that pretty much summarises everything that's gone on this week. It's not been full of news, but there was a sizable amount and at least a fair few rumours and announcements to make it worth your time, I believe. I'll just say at this point, I've reached over 60 subscribers, so I'm incredibly grateful for everyone that's subscribed. I'll continue to produce what I think is good content. Well, no, that's a lie. I think a lot of mine's terrible at the moment, but it will improve. When I get some time to actually produce some content and not have to work on university work, then hopefully I'll actually do something that I'll be proud to put my name on, and not just a bloody potato. Although I am quite proud of that, I've got to say. Okay, actually as well, I'm going to get this off my chest now because it's been bugging me for weeks. Every time I record this series, it's on a Saturday evening, and Real Madrid are always on telly, and I've always got it on in the background, and I swear to God, they have scored in the last 4 recordings that I've done. Whether it's just because they have amazing players, or because I'm some kind of telekinetic god, I do not know. But Jose Mourinho, for the love of God, sign me up to a contract, because I'm sure this is not coincidence. I just needed to get that off my chest, because it has happened far too much to be just coincidence, I think. Alright, thanks for listening. Please subscribe.